Hey guys! So in this video, you will get to see some breathtaking footage captured with a drone camera, which once again proves that our world is full of amazing things. Tourists visiting one of the islands near the western part of Australia witnessed a unique sight: a shiver of tiger sharks eating the carcass of a humpback whale. This incredible moment was filmed with a drone by one of the tourists. Now they definitely will have something to show their grandchildren. It's scary to even think about what would happen if some vacationer accidentally fell overboard. And here, a giant school of fish got caught on the drone's camera, and it was a truly mesmerizing sight. This footage was filmed near Long Island in New York. These fish are often called bunker fish. They seem to form enchanting strands of silver, radiating an incredible glow under the rays of the sun. Ocean on fire. A bright orange flame raging on the water's surface was filmed from a drone in the Gulf of Mexico. It's not lava, not an eruption of a volcano. The cause of this phenomenon is a gas leak in the underwater pipeline. It's not just a leak though, it also caught on fire. We can see how several ships are trying to put out the fire. This video immediately went viral and outraged many environmentalists around the world. And these fantastic shots were made by a drone when the Ijen volcano in Indonesia was erupting blue lava. This blue fire that's flowing down the hill is especially spectacular at night and thus attracts many tourists. According to scientists, this isn't actually lava, but a glow that occurs when sulfuric gas comes out of the volcanic cracks and comes into contact with oxygen. Beautiful, isn't it? Here's a shocking video taken from the air in December 2022, after Hurricane Ian caused massive damage in Florida. It was a Category 4 storm, which had an incredibly destructive force. It destroyed houses one after another. A sad sight opens up before our eyes: a cemetery of expensive yachts, a ruined coastline, and hundreds of destroyed houses. The damage caused by this natural disaster is estimated at $50 billion. But the problems of the North American continent didn't end at that. Storm Elliott raged out across the US and much of Canada, bringing blizzards, freezing rain, flooding, and life-threatening low temperatures. Drone footage shows a row of completely frozen lakeside houses in Ontario, Canada, where authorities have declared a state of emergency after heavy snowfall. Western New York was hit the hardest. The National Guard goes door to door in Buffalo, New York, where some of the residents got trapped without power inside their houses. And here, the drone operator filmed Marum, an active volcano on a remote island in the Republic of Vanuatu. Marum's volcanic activity has been noted throughout the existence of this volcano, but its main feature is that it consists of two volcanic lakes. The diameter of one of these lakes is 12 kilometers. The photographer who launched his drone was surprised by his discovery of a completely intact house in the midst of the devastation caused by a powerful tornado. The strongest typhoon swept through Georgia and Alabama, destroying hundreds of homes and knocking down many trees. But this house was apparently built to last, and not from some plasterboard partitions. In May 2022, a drone filmed an unusual situation: a cargo ship meeting its tragic end as it went underwater. It happened near Florida. An overloaded vessel lost its buoyancy and slowly sank underwater. Eyewitnesses said that it only took 1 hour for the ocean to completely swallow the ship. A brave team of climbers and photographers flew a drone atop Mount Everest. The footage turned out to be so incredible that it literally takes our breath away. In fact, this group of enthusiasts had been trying to shoot the video from the top of the mountain for 3 years, but the weather interfered with their plans every time. Fortunately, the third attempt was a successful one, and now we can feel what it's like to be on top of the highest mountain in the world. French artist Guillaume Legros better known under his alias Sape, is an incredibly talented creator of these amazing graffiti. Sape has been doing this kind of art since he was 14 years old. The artist specializes in landscape art and depicts local residents on grass and sand using natural dyes in the form of aerosols. Unfortunately, these drawings don't last long and disappear under the influence of various natural factors about 3 to 4 months later. One of his new works depicts a boy blowing clouds like soap bubbles. It is believed that with this work, which reminds us of childhood and the lightness of clouds, the artist wanted to ease people's worries about everything that's happening in the world. You've probably never even heard of this method of operating a drone, right? It turns out that there has long been a flying machine that is used for parachuting. Until recently, this method was imperfect and even claimed the life of its creator. But in 2017, they upgraded the drone, and now it is actively used for skydiving. Sinkholes are a global geological phenomenon that has many causes. Recently, the number of such giant sinkholes in the Turkish province of Konya has increased significantly. 3 to 4 years ago, there weren't more than 200 of them, but today, the number is many times higher. To give you a sense of their size, I'll just say that some of these sinkholes are 100 meters wide and 90 meters deep. According to the experts, the sinkholes could have formed because of the drying out of the groundwater. Meanwhile, the local residents see it as a miracle that no one had yet fallen into the ground and died. The mysterious and slightly scary mansion was filmed with a drone in Ireland. It was built in 1872 and belonged to one family for over half a century, until it was destroyed by a fire in 1923. A dense forest had been growing around it for nearly 100 years, which made accessing it extremely difficult, since even its roof can't be seen from behind the trees. But if you use a drone to get near it, you can see that it is covered with greenery, not only on the outside, but on the inside as well. It looks very beautiful and mysterious from a bird's eye view. It may seem that this is a picture from some kind of computer war game, but in fact, what you see is footage of an old cemetery of military equipment, which was filmed with a drone somewhere in the vast expanses of Siberia. Photographer Lana Sator from Moscow has been traveling the country for many years in search of such spots. She uses a drone to photograph these abandoned places. According to the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, the Soviet Union had up to 20,000 tanks, 30,000 armored fighting vehicles, and 13,000 artillery pieces. Fortunately, most of this deadly equipment was cut into scrap metal or simply abandoned. This video is great for understanding the destruction military equipment can cause. This footage was made by a military reconnaissance drone. This is Severodonetsk, a small city in eastern Ukraine, which was captured by the Russians in the summer of 2022. This footage will never be shown on Russian TV. The scale of destruction is terrifying. It seems that there isn't a single undamaged building there. And here's what the same city with a population of 100,000 looked like in fall of 2021. One of the local residents filmed this video with his drone and posted it on his YouTube channel. The Duga radar station in northern Ukraine is the most famous abandoned site in the Chernobyl region. After the radiation-contaminated area was opened to the public in 2011, this mysterious radar has also been opened to the public. Duga is a radar station designed for early detection of launches of intercontinental ballistic missiles. Although there are no guided tours of the once top-secret facility, the giant structure can be seen from afar with the help of a drone. Rising above the horizon, the station makes a surreal impression. It looks somewhat like a huge wall from a distance, but upon closer examination with a drone, we can see that it's actually a huge dilapidated structure consisting of hundreds of antennas. This is breathtaking aerial footage of Lake Berryessa, the largest lake in Napa County, California. This reservoir was formed after the dam was constructed. At the edge of the lake, we can see the famous spillway with the intriguing name Glory Hole. Its pictures can be easily found online. The pipe is 60 meters long, and its diameter is 20 meters. The picturesque banks of this reservoir are very popular with tourists. We can all imagine what the famous Niagara Falls looks like in the summer, but take a look at this winter fairy tale. Niagara Falls has been transformed into a partially frozen wonderland thanks to the sub-zero temperatures that have come to the region. But the waterfall almost never freezes completely due to the huge churning flow of water. The last time Niagara Falls partially froze was in 2019, and the last time it froze completely was in the distant 1848. It had virtually stopped back then, which was a shock to the locals. Well, that's all for today. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and let me know what your favorite video was in the comments, and we'll see you next time.